Hello, New Wave of British Heavy Metal.com. Today is the 24th of January 2021. If I may make the usual opening request for a favour, and that if you would please subscribe to the channel, that'd be outstanding, really would, and I'd thank you for it. Right, now then, today we'll look at Tytan and Rough Justice. Now, Tytan, of course, were a short-lived but absolutely terrific band from the original New Wave of British Heavy Metal days. They got tagged with a Nawabum supergroup label, primarily because they formed out of the ashes of the equally phenomenal and equally short-lived back then Angel Witch. Now, Angel Witch themselves were fantastic, but when they broke up around about late 81, I think it was, former Angel Witch members Kevin Riddles and Dave Dufort, drummer, formed Tytan, and they roped in vocalist Cal Swan, a couple of guitarists, and they all looked so good from them. They had it all. It was fantastic, but lineup changes seemed to happen almost daily. I mean, one of the Stuart Adams was there originally, and then he went. In came Steve Mann, of course, ex-Liar and Lionheart. And but anyway, despite all that, Tytan had it all. They really were, no mistake there. Big, heavy riffs, phenomenal guitar playing, chucked in a few melodies. Cal Swan had a great voice. They really had the power and the range, and it's even a bit early progressive metal style in parts as well. Really excellent stuff. It really is. They signed back then to a tiny record label, Camouflage Records, and they did record an album's worth of material back then, but it never saw the light of day. There were more comings and goings. Former Judas Priest drummer Les Binks, if I remember my history right, he played on the album but wasn't there for much longer than that. The drum stool was occupied by a different guy almost, well, every other day, Simon Wright amongst them, after Binks came and or went or whatever. But despite all that, despite all the comings and the goings, Tytan really were a fantastic band. Unfortunately for them, Camouflage were that tiny, they went out of business before the album could release. But they did manage to squeeze out a single, I think it was in 1982 sometime, Blind Men and Fools. That's a great song on its own, and it's the first one on the album as well. However, Camouflage went, the single came out, Tytan split. It was as short-lived as that, really. Really a shame, because, man, they surely could have gone on to be huge. But you know, good things come to those who wait, don't they? And around about 2004, I think it was, the album was released. You know, many years after it really should have been, and it's there for us to enjoy now. And what an album it is! You know, it really does demonstrate just how good Titan were, and how big they surely should have come, had the breaks gone their way and did not split. I mean, it's an album full of really classic stuff. So Blind Men and Fools, fantastic. The whole thing is Women on the Front Line's got a nice melody to it. Then you've got stuff like The Watcher, which is your sort of like proggy stuff. But you can't go wrong here. There's 12 songs showing just how great Titan could have been back then in the original New Wave of British Heavy Metal days, and that supergroup tag, given the Angel Witch connection. Excuse me, I'd just go out and buy it, or listen to it if streaming's all your thing, whatever it is. You can't go wrong with it. You really can't. So whether you're an old New Wave of British Heavy Metal fan like me that remembers them 40 years ago, or you're just like good, solid, well played, well thought out, well written heavy metal with a bit of thought behind it. Titan did reform. I'm not sure if they're still active, but they did reform about 3 years ago and put out another fine album, 2017 called Justice Served. Now that's excellent as well. If you search for it on the channel, I put up a video review of that reasonably recently. I checked that out as well. Both albums, you can't go wrong, but particularly for me, Rough Justice is the first one. As always, there is a link below to the album on Amazon in the description if you'd like to go and check it out. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. That would be excellent. And as always, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Take care.